諦めない心君とならば頑張れる無駄なことはないよ上を向いて笑おう一度君の時だから
Emma has been a maid for most of her life. Working for a retired governess, Emma has grown to love her work and has long since accepted her place in society. Beautiful, hardworking, and exceptionally kind, Emma has captured the hearts of many of London's working men, but their feelings always remain unrequited. Emma is waiting for love, and she finds it in the most unlikely of places. William is the eldest son of the wealthy Jones household, a family that has only recently been accepted into the gentry, securing their position in high society. He is also the former ward of Miss Stoner, and on his first visit in years, he falls madly in love with her maid. His earnest attempts to win her affection, coupled with his good nature and warm personality, have captured Emma's heart.
Number 9.
In the warmth of a golden sun, timid high school student Haruka Sumiya confesses to Takayuki Narumi, the boy she admires. Takayuki accepts Haruka's confession and the two become a couple, supported by their mutual friends Mitsuki Hayase and Shinji Taira. All is well for these friends until tragedy strikes. One of them is sent to an unenviable fate, lying dormant in a coma. 3 years later they awaken, but their sudden reappearance in everyone's lives threatens to test the limits of these friends' bonds.
Number 8.
Makoto and Yura Onoda are a newlywed couple with zero sexual experience. Yura is a shy and naive 25-year-old woman whose good looks grab men's attention, something that she dislikes because she gets embarrassed very easily. Her husband, Makoto, is of the same age, but as opposed to his wife, he loves having dirty thoughts about other women. Physically though, Makoto is truly faithful to Yura. Both of them may be virgins, but now that they are married, they are ready to dive into the world of sex, practicing as often as possible. However, the world of sex is complex, so they need all the help they can get to find their way through it. Thankfully, their friends, acquaintances, and porn media lend them a helping hand.
Number 7.
私、麦に出会えてよかったな。私たちは
To the outside world, Hanabi Yasuroka and Mugi Yawaya are the perfect couple, but in reality they just share the same secret pain. They are both in love with other people they cannot be with. Hanabi has loved her childhood friend and neighbor Narumi Kanai for so long as she can remember, so she is elated to discover that he is her new homeroom teacher. However, Narumi is soon noticed by the music teacher, Akane Minagawa, and the relationship begins to blossom between them, much to Hanabi's dismay. Mugi was tutored by Akane in middle school and has been in love with her since then. Through a chance meeting in the hallway, he encounters Hanabi. As these two lonely souls spend more time together, they decide to use each other as a substitute for the one they truly love, sharing physical intimacy with one another in order to stave off their loneliness.
Number 6.
彼女になって。
はい。
After being stood up for a movie date, marketing employee Fuyuhiko Matsumaru is about to throw away his tickets when he is stopped by a girl who implores him to let her accompany him instead. Thanks to his upbeat and eccentric companion, Aka Onda, an aspiring voice actress, Fumihiko enjoys his evening. While walking home together, they find out that they live in the same neighborhood. Mere hours later, Fumihiko wakes up from a nightmare and hears sirens outside his window. Going outside to check the situation, he sees that Aka's apartment has burned down along with all her possessions. Fumihiko invites the distressed Aka to stay at his place, leading to them sleeping together. In the aftermath of that fateful night, their personal and professional lives will become inextricably intertwined.
Number 5.
そう思ったらリーレンの顔が頭に浮かんだの。リーレンだけが。
Kajika Louisa Kogami Burnsworth is the only daughter of Harry Burnsworth, an influential and respected industrialist who has the power to move the world. There was a threat on Kajika's life when she was just 2 years old, and her mother died protecting her. After this tragic incident, Harry sent his only child to an isolated island, Giviol, where she was raised by the island's native, Maria. Kajika's companion during her time there include a white leopard named Mustafa and a boy named Li Denfang, who visited her 2 or 3 times a year. Kajika, now 14, returns to her father's side only to be told to begin a game to find her future husband. Harry makes sure that Kajika willingly participates in this game by telling her that she needs to face the harshness of her fate along with the man she chooses to be her husband.
Number 4.
Saeki Koshiro works as a wedding planner, but his own love life is in shambles. His background makes it difficult for him to commit himself wholeheartedly to love. The child of a divorced couple, he lives with his father, he has a mother and a sister, but he has not seen them in years. After being dumped by his girlfriend, a chance encounter with a female high school student shakes Koshiro's calm and awakens new feelings in him. But he learns that the girl in fact is his sister, who will now be staying with his father and him.
Number 3.
だったんですか。
ちょうだい。
悲しくなりますよ。
そんなの慣れちゃったよ。もうお腹いっぱいだよ。
Can a relationship between a regular college student and an idol singer survive? That is a question that White Album tries to answer. Toya Fuji is a normal college student with normal worries, namely, balancing his classes and his job when he works to pay for school. He is also concerned about the amount of time he has to spend with Yuki Morikawa, or rather the lack of it. Being an up-and-coming idol singer, Yuki has concerns of her own. Even though she's not yet as popular as experienced veteran Rina Ogata, Yuki is turning heads and landing interviews on television. This should be a good thing, but not everyone is happy about the attention she receives from the media and from Rina. The idol industry is surprisingly cutthroat, and the rival singers have their eyes on Yuki.
Number
'Akira Tachibana, a reserved high school student and former track runner, has not been able to race the same as she used to since she experienced a severe foot injury, and although she is regarded as attractive by her classmates, she is not interested in boys around school. While working part-time at the Garden Cafe, Akira begins to develop feelings for the manager, a 45-year-old man named Masami Kondo. Despite the large age gap, Kondo shows genuine concern and kindness towards the customers of his restaurant, which, while viewed by others as soft or weak, draws Akira to him. Spending time together at the restaurant, they grow closer, which only strengthens her feelings. Weighed down by these uncertain emotions, Akira finally resolves to confess. But what will be the result?
Number 1.
お願いやめないで。生まれて初めてのキスはコロンの匂いにまみれて美薬のような味がした。
On her way home from school, Yukari Hayasaka is approached by a weird-looking guy who starts looking at her body intently. He's got blonde, spiky hair and a spiked choker, and multiple piercings on his ears and face. She wants nothing to do with him and runs away, only to bump into a very tall and beautiful purple-haired woman with a flower pattern around her eye. Yukari faints from shock and wakes up later in a strange place called the Atelier. It turns out that these strangers are fashion designers who attend the most famous art school, Yasawa Art Academy, and their group wants Yukari to model for their brand in Yasawa Academy's upcoming show.